Hello everybody. Today I wanted to talk about a question that I see is very popular with moto vloggers, so I thought I would add my little very similar opinion to the subject. It's the subject of what kind of first bike should I get? And people will tell you, oh, you got to start on a 250. Other people you talk to, oh no, you need a 600 Super Sport to start. Other guys, of course, cruiser guys have their own opinions. Dual sport guys have their own opinions. Usually a WR 250. Cruiser guys are kind of all over the place. But the first thing and the most important thing is decide what kind of bike do you want, slash what kind of bike can you afford. If you want a Harley and you can't afford one, it doesn't do you much good. But there are lots of other great Japanese and European bikes that are similar to Harleys that that can be better and are certainly cheaper. So the first thing is, what kind of bike do you want? If you want to have a cruiser, the world's kind of your oyster. That one. You can buy Harleys, you can buy any Japanese manufacturer, Triumph. There's even other North American manufacturers like Indian. Victory is now out of business, but I really did like Victory. When I was looking at cruisers, I very much wanted a Magnum or cross country, and I also like their Vegas. Actually, it's just, I don't know, they didn't update them, and they just kind of let them die, and now they're Polaris, who owns Victory, is focusing more on Indian because it's more profitable. Well, that makes sense. I can't blame them there. But I did like their bikes, and I probably will buy one in the future, even though now there's no dealer support. But hopefully I'll get a good deal. So if you want a cruiser, you can pretty much do whatever you want. If you're a big guy, you can buy the big bikes, the larger Harleys, Honda 1800, anything 1600cc and above can get pretty heavy. You can also buy smaller ones like the 650 Yamaha V-Stars, 1100s, even 250 Suzuki Marauders. Look pretty cool in my opinion. I was actually looking at trading my Z1000 for a Yamaha 1100 Custom. It's actually a nice bike. Didn't end up working out because the guy wanted money on top of the trade, and that's not going to happen. So pretty much cruisers, if you're strong and you're comfortable with it, get a bigger one. Otherwise, start a little lower and see how you like it. Like get a Sportster or something. I've ridden Sportsters, don't really like them, to be honest with you. I guess they're decently quick. I don't like the brakes. I don't really like the seating position. That's just me. You might like it. If you're a dual sport guy, you have very few options. Your only real options, in my opinion, are like the KTMs and the Husabergs and Husqvarnas and those big brands, or you can get a big BMW, or you can get a DRZ 400. I like the SM version better myself, and you can get a WR 250, or you can get a KLX 250. But if you're going to do that, you might as well get a WR, because from what I hear, they're a little better put together. So that's dual sports. Dual sports done. So now the area of most controversy, sport bikes. What sport bike do you get? The consensus, from what I'm seeing, is like a 300, 400cc motorcycle. Okay, well, it's my opinion that's going to get pretty boring pretty fast. I don't know if I'd get a 3 or 400. I would be more inclined to get the 650 or thereabouts V-twin versions. Like when I was getting into bikes, the Bandit was the big thing, the GS 500 Bandit. That would have been a great first bike. I was actually looking at those. I just got a really good deal on an R6, and that's the only reason I started on a 600 Super Sport. And because my friends had them, and I had ridden dirt bikes competitively before that. So I certainly thought that I was going to be good at riding. Doesn't exactly transfer over, but it definitely helps with dirt bikes. So if you have experience on dirt bikes, gonna help you a lot. Don't get overconfident. I was pretty overconfident when I was 18 and thought I was king of the world and could just switch over to street bikes no problem. And then I'm driving down the street, and when I would panic, I'd stick my leg out in a turn. So don't be like me. That's your lesson. Should you get a 600 Super Sport to start? I did it. I'm still alive. I've never dropped a bike. It's possible. I almost dropped that bike. It fell over. It almost touched the ground. I saved it. It was a close one. I've never had a problem when moving. Yet. They say there's two kind of bikers. Bikers who have fallen and bikers who will fall. So I guess I'm the second one. Knock on wood, not gonna happen. So yeah, if you have experience on bikes, you can start on a 200 Super Sport, or if you're just a really coordinated type person. I find that athletic, coordinated type people tend to do better generally on everything in life. I guess maybe that doesn't involve your brain, but it's anything physical, like riding a motorcycle. If you're coordinated and have some strength and some athletic ability, yeah, very helpful. You're just moving around an object with your muscles. So if I was starting riding today and I had no experience, would I get a 600 Super Sport? Not if I was smart, no. I would probably go for an SV-650, something along those lines. My sister, when she started riding, got a Gladius, which is, I think they switched the name of the SV-650 for a couple years to Gladius, and that's what she had. And I rode it. It was fun. Not too fast. I probably would have got bored of that bike too, but it's certainly going to take a lot longer than if you buy a friggin' 300 with, I don't know, what, 30? 35 horse? I don't know. Either way, it's probably going to get pretty boring pretty quick. That's my opinion. You're going to do what you want anyway. I know I would have. So take it for what it's worth, and we'll talk to you next time.